with him being a chairman of INEC, Fulani oligarchy is going to come to an end, and that is their fear. So they are now using religion as they have been using it as a weapon to manipulate vulnerable Hausa people. That's what they are doing. So INEC chairman should be retained, should not be removed, and we love him like that. That is just it. The Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria said that Muslims are not going to participate in 2027 election if Tinubu doesn't remove the INEC chairman. Which Muslims? Are you representing Muslims? No, you are representing Podianism. You are Fulani religion. Most of you people are not Muslims. You are for Fulanism, not Islam.
Just disguising.
And he also added that they are condemning the killings in Gaza. See, upon all the killings in Nigeria, in Katsina, Kwara, Sokoto, and all these states, Hausa states, and other parts of Nigeria, these people are not condemning these killings because it is their people who are perpetrating it. It's Gaza that they are condemning the killings there.
Gumi say they are soldiers.
Why are these people behaving as if they are not human? Why are they treating us like this?
They must be joking.
I was astonished when I watched the video of this Supreme Council leader saying that they are not going to vote for Tinubu again. All Muslims. You are not for Muslims. You are for Fulani. You should have said Fulani are not going to vote for Tinubu 2027. The Fulani who are just 6% of Nigeria population.
What gives the Islamic Council for Sharia the confidence, the effortry to make some write-ups that they demand the immediate removal of the current INEC chairman, Professor George? Number one, is he finished? Number two, is because Christians in Nigeria or in the northern part of Nigeria have misunderstood Christianity for being a cowardice. And number three, Christians in Nigeria have misunderstood peace for silence. And that is what gives the Islamic Council for Sharia the confidence to confront us and demand the removal of Professor George, who is the current INEC chairman. I don't want to speak about this because it has taken a religion dimension, but I have to speak about it because it's the Islamic Council for Sharia that introduced religion into it. So they have taken side already. It is only in the northern part of Nigeria you will see different Islamic denominations accusing each other of terrorism, and none of the Christian organization in the northern part of Nigeria, since they understand Hausa, will raise a strong motive against that, despite the fact one day that we consume them. It is in the northern part of Nigeria where we have a sheikh in Zaria called Sheikh Albani. He come out confidently to say all the Sunni Muslims in the northern part of Nigeria and the Salafia student have joined Boko Haram. It's only his school that did not join Boko Haram. It is in the northern part of Nigeria, the current vice president of Nigeria, who have a very clear evidence linked to terrorism. But none of the Christians have made some write-ups that demands his removal. And that is what is giving the Islamic Council for Sharia the confidence. If I can mention different political seats that are being linked to terrorism or accused of terrorism, starting with the Minister of State's Defense, followed by the Office of National Advisor in Security. A few days ago, Malam Nasru Ahmad El-Rufai accused Nuhu Rubado of funding terrorism, giving aid, medical relief to terrorists. Malam Nasru Ahmad El-Rufai. Days back, Detti Baba Ahmad accused Malam Nasru Ahmad El-Rufai of taking the contract of importing and deploying terrorists to Nigeria that become problem to us today. Who knows? And these are facts. And some offices that have been owned in Nigeria are linked to terrorism. But never a day the Christian organization in the northern part of Nigeria have made a write-up to raise a very strong motives. They keep silence because they want to live in peace. But today, the Islamic Council for Sharia have the effort, have the confidence to confront Nigerians that they should remove Professor George Amupitan, that he once takes side. What did Professor George said that is not truth? What did Professor George Amupitan said against the northern part of Nigeria that does not carry the evidence of truth? Let somebody come out and tell me. Most of our leaders in the north are linked to terrorism. Most especially, the vice president has a strong allegation and strong accusation on his head. Days back, one of the congressmen in the US said that the government of Obama funded terrorism, Boko Haram in Nigeria through the US aid. That's the most important thing. So the National Assembly will tell us where was the US aid going in 2014. It doesn't have a link to the current vice president. But never in a day the Christians in Nigeria or in the northern part of Nigeria have made a write-up. So you did not make the write-up. What do you expect? You don't expect them to make the write-ups because they think you are cowardice. You always keep silent to confidential issue. Nobody want to confront them.
I'm actually doing this video for those of you that doesn't know why the northern elders are asking Tinubu to remove the current INEC chairman, Amupitan. Amupitan wrote, before he became INEC chairman, about Christian genocide in Nigeria, especially the Middle Belt. He spoke about it, he wrote about it extensively, which America were able to have access to that document. The North are saying that Amupitan is a fanatic, that they don't trust him to conduct election free and fair. But one thing I don't understand is this. The North did not fight against Pantami. Pantami was a Minister of Information and Communication who issues a lot of NIN to foreigners, Nigerian, Chad, and the rest of them. He gave them a lot of national ID to become citizens of Nigeria. Pantami preached that if Christians or unbelievers did not receive Islam, they are permitted to eliminate them. They are permitted to take them out of the way, to buy them. He preached a lot and gave them the right to do that, which they have been executing by taking out Christians in the Middle Belt and other parts of the country. Pantami happened to be a minister under President Muhammadu Buhari. There was a lot of people protesting that Pantami should be removed. Buhari never removed Pantami. Pantami was there until the end of his tenure. Nothing happened to Pantami. Now, the person that spoke about taking out people executed it, never cried that the person should be removed, but the person that said this thing actually happened, not is saying they should remove the person. Let me tell you what is happening. Two things is fighting Amupitan. Number one, he is a Christian. You understand? Number two, he is not a Fulani man. He is a Middle Belter. He's from the Middle Belt. He is not a Northerner. And even if he's a Northerner, he's not a Muslim. He's not a Fulani person. That is why they are calling for his removal. One of the greatest mistakes Tinubu will make is to remove Amupitan. Because North think they are the god of this country. They can't be the god of this country. Mahmoud Yakub conducted the worst election ever. Even a blind man and a deaf person know that the election was fraud. Everybody knew that the election was fraud. He rigged the election against the one that won the election. Never protested that Mahmoud should be removed. You want to remove Amupitan because Middle Belt is nothing to you, because Christian is nothing to you. That is another persecution against Christian. Is a proof of the persecution against Christian in Nigeria. We are waiting. Let's see what Tinubu will do. If Tinubu remove Amupitan, the Christians will go on the street and the Middle Belt will go on the street. Then we will know if it is the North that owns Nigeria. People that came from another country into Nigeria. Where is the ancestral land? Where is the ancestral land of Fulanis in Nigeria? That is why they are dragging land with everybody everywhere. Because they have no ancestral land. They are strangers in this land. We are waiting to hear what Tinubu will do.
Some people are very jobless in this country and they talk as if they own this country because for a long time now, some other segments of this country have tolerated them, and the leadership of this nation has behaved in such a way that they have imagined that they can just open their mouths and talk trash. The president of the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, in their 2026 annual pre-Ramadan fast lecture on Nigeria's future, faith, justice, and leadership, Sheikh Basia Omar said that any elections conducted by Joash Amupitan, the INEC chairman, will not be accepted by Muslims in Nigeria. There are simple questions I want to ask. Is there a contest between Muslims and Christians in the elections? Is the election between a Muslim and a Christian? Did Christians accept the Muslim ticket? The elections, the presidential Muslim ticket, the elections were conducted by Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, a Muslim. Did Christians protest? I wonder why religion assassinates the intellect of people who are supposed to be reasonable. There was a time that the INEC chairman in 2020 something wrote a report about Christian genocide. How does that affect the elections? His opinion does not affect his work. He is not going to rig. Are you people telling me that elections are distributed by the INEC chairman? Is the INEC chairman going to be in the field to conduct the elections? Or are you insinuating that the Muslim ticket of the APC was rigged in favor of the Muslim ticket because Mahmoud Yakubu was a Muslim? How do you people reason? So somebody cannot air an opinion concerning an issue and still conduct elections that are free and fair? Do you people reason at all? Ask you simple questions. Of all the problems that Muslims have in Nigeria, is it this election that is your primary concern? All the insecurity in the northern part of this country where Muslims are being yamutunized, is this your concern? All the low indicators of development, low educational qualifications, all the Amajiris begging in the streets, poor health services, open defecation capital of the world, that is your concern. Ask you a simple question. The countries where you have Sharia, Iran, they have Sharia. Do they conduct free and fair elections? Do people not complain about their elections? Are the citizens not revolting in Iran where Sharia law is the law? Are they not complaining? Afghanistan, what happened? Taliban rule. Have they produced an outstanding result under Taliban? So you people, both Christians and Muslims in this country, you think that religion is what leads to development? Nigeria and Afghanistan are the two most prayerful nations in the world. They are number 1 and number 2 in poverty. You just dance to the religious music because you will entice your stupid followers in both divide, a Christian, Muslim. stupid followers. They don't dare to ask you questions. All the places where you have Boko Haram and all this, are they not Muslim-dominated areas? Have you complained about that? Have you talked about insecurity in those places? You just talk rubbish. Let me ask you a final question. This Sharia, is it only for poor people that steal goods? For poor people that steal chickens? Your fellow Muslims that have stolen millions and billions of naira, would you apply Sharia to them? Or Sharia is only for poor people? Is Sharia your priority now? Is Sharia your priority now? After all, you can't apply Sharia to non-Muslims. I heard somebody in Oyo State saying that if he becomes governor, if they demand for Sharia, he will implement Sharia. Let me ask you hypocrites, including we Christians. You are very hypocritical. Your children are not in Nigeria, like mine. My children are not here. They are overseas. They are overseas. Some of us can stay outside this country. Your children are schooling overseas in nations that do not practice Sharia. You are here shouting Sharia, Sharia, Sharia. And your children are overseas. The children of pastors, bishops are overseas, just like mine. Why are you people using religion to intoxicate the poor masses? Religion is the opium of the people. Poor people are using religion to blindfold them. And when you fall sick, you will go to treatment overseas. When El Zazaki was sick, they took him to India for treatment. But when you are sick, you yamutunize in one year hospital somewhere. Very, very hypocritical people. Why is it that your people, when you Muslims in particular, when you go on exile, you go to countries like the UK, Sweden, United States, look at all those people in Minnesota, fraudulently defrauding the system, and you call yourself Muslims. Same thing with Christians. Stop using religion as a tool to self-aggrandize yourselves. If Joash Amupitan conducts a free and fair election, we will accept it. The Muslims, who gave you that mandate? How many Muslims did you consult? A few of you, elite, wicked people, just sat down. Muslims, stop that nonsense. We have given you too much latitude, and this can and PFN, you people are too quiet. Look, your youths in the north are all over the place doing menial jobs. It's Sharia that is your major concern. You're not thinking about industrialization. You're not thinking about education. You're not thinking about health care. You're not thinking about social welfare. Nonsense. All the politicians, the ones that stole lots of money that are presently in prison. One of them that stole 80-something billion. Court has granted him permission to go for Umrah, one Hajj. They go pray on a fake prayer for Mecca, pray fake prayer for Rome, pray fake prayer for cathedral, pray fake prayer for mosque. Wicked people use religion to destroy this country. I am a clergyman, but religion is not our problem. It is reasoning, planning, proper technological advancement, and justice for both the poor and the rich that is our concern. We want to gain relevance through religion. Let me ask a final question. Are you the Supreme Court? Are you the Supreme Court? You can only be supreme for your Sharia thing. Are you the Supreme Court? It was the Supreme Court that decided whether Tinubu won elections or not INEC. And so keep quiet and stay in one place. If you want to fast, and fast for yourselves.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Channel. We've heard everything they are saying in the video, and we've heard what the Fulani people are trying to do. They are trying to do everything they can to put pressure on Tinubu to remove the INEC chairman. But you can see that the Hausa people are supporting the INEC chairman, and they are supporting Tinubu's administration to go on with the INEC chairman because he has their backing. So you can see how these people are trying to use religion to destroy this country just because of their own interest. Honestly, Nigerians need to rise up and stop these people and tell them that enough is enough. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this video in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.